I was recently wondering if there is a feature similar to the color range feature that helps us to select any portions or areas of an image based upon a certain colors, similar to that of Photoshop. So until today, I found that yes, there actually is this feature inside of Affinity as well. So in this video, let's see what that feature is. And before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please find the link for the image in the description. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So the feature that I'm talking about is known as Hue Range Mask, which allows us to make the selections or create a new mask based upon the hue color of your image. So before accessing the Hue Range Mask, first of all, let's add an adjustment layer in order to demonstrate how it works. So in order to add an adjustment layer, I'll use the shortcut key of Command plus N. That would call the curves adjustment layer. Now you can see that a new curves adjustment layer has been added inside of our layers panel on top of our background image. Right now, I'll not add or tweak any adjustments to the curves adjustment box, and I'll simply close the curves adjustment box. Now, after adding a new curves adjustment layer, next we'll add the hue range mask. So to add a hue range mask, we'll simply navigate to the top and select the pixel menu item. From the pixel menu item, we'll hover below and select new mask layer. Inside of the new mask layer, we have various options. Select live mask layer, and from the live mask layer option, you'll see that there are three options. You can please select hue range option. So after selecting the hue range option, you can see that it has successfully added a hue range mask inside of our curves adjustment layer. That is indicated by the hue range thumbnail or hue range mask thumbnail right here, which has been highlighted with the blue square border. And along with the hue range mask thumbnail, you can see that a new live hue range mask box has been popped up that allows us to tweak different settings for our hue range mask and look it live in our image. That is, yes, this particular hue range mask will also allow us to see our changes live regarding what is happening for the hue range selection in the image. So in order to check the hue range mask, we'll navigate on the right and check the preview option. Right now you can see that everything is black. That is because we have not selected any portions or areas of our background image based upon the hue. So I'll simply uncheck it for now. And now what I'll do is I'll select the picker. So it is similar to the color picker too. So I'll click on picker, and after selecting the picker option inside of the live hue range mask box, what I want to do is I'll select the plumes of the parrot. So I'll click right here, and now you can see that it has automatically adjusted the sliders in the hue color wheel. And the most amazing thing that you can see inside of the our layers panel is that the hue range mask has also shifted or changed its color from green all the way to cyan or blues as per the colors of the parrot, giving us a good indicator that a cyan or blue color of the parrot from the image has been selected. So now if we navigate to the top right corner and select the checkbox of the preview option right here, nothing has been selected currently as well. So let me navigate to the right inside of the layers panel and uncollapse the curves adjustment icon right here. So everything inside of our hue range mask is okay here for that particular layer. So now let's tweak the sliders of our hue color wheel inside of the live hue range mask. So you can see that these are the main hue colors that has been selected, and the rest of the range is simply the transition of the colors. So let me select this particular color wheel right here and then adjust it. So still it is not able to show the preview of the live hue range mask after we have checked the preview option right here. However, I'll simply turn this preview option off for now, and I think this problem exists because of our own fault. That is, we should apply a curves adjustment settings inside of this current Hue Range Mask. So in order to apply a curves adjustment setting, I'll simply click on the curves adjustment box in order to pop it open, and let us simply add a pinch of brightness inside of our parrot or subject like so. And as you can see, the plumes are getting brighter. So I'll simply close down the curves box. And now if we navigate back and click on the thumbnail of the Hue Range Mask, you'll now be able to see the preview of our Hue Range Mask selection. So make sure that you have applied the adjustment that you have set for the Hue Range Mask inside of the layers panel. So the next thing to note here is, although we have added the Hue Range Mask to this particular curves adjustment layer, it will consider our main image, which is the background image of the parrot, and then make the Hue Range Mask selection accordingly to it, based upon the underlying background image. So next, let's explore the color wheels inside of the Hue Range Mask box. So as you can see here that we have a color wheels where there are different hues that are pre-existed in our color wheel. So from this color wheel, what we can do is we can make the selection of different hues that exist in our image. So for example, right here, you can see that the color of our subject, which is the parrot, is cyan and blue for its plumes. So basically it is simply selecting the colors or selecting based upon the colors of the plumes of our subject through the picker tool. So what if we have to make the selection of the background, which are greens? So in order to do that, let's turn on the preview option first, and then we'll simply click on the midst of our color range selection and then simply drag it like so in the areas of greens. And now you can see that it is selecting the green background areas beside our subject in this image, which is represented by white. So the next concept to understand here is similar to our normal mask layer that we often apply to our layers inside of the layers panel. All the portion that are indicated with white are the areas that will be selected, and all the portion that are indicated by black are the areas that will be deselected. As a result, whenever we have applied any adjustment layers or light filter effect by using the Hue Range Mask, then it will only be applicable or only apply to the areas that are white in the image. So now I'll simply uncheck the preview option, and after unchecking the preview option, similar to before, I'll select the picker tool and then again click on the cyan or blue plumes of our subject, which is the parrot. And as soon as we do that, now you can see that it has successfully made the selection of our subject based upon its blue plumes, which is indicated by the recent effect of the curves adjustment layer inside of the parrot. Next, we can also tweak the color range in order to make the transition of our selection much more smoother. So for that, I'll again check the preview option so that it would be much more visible. So in order to demonstrate it, first of all, I'll increase our color range a bit. So I'll simply click here and increase the color range a bit for our parrot like so. And after increasing the color range a bit, now if we simply click on this node and drag it like so, you can see that the transition of our selection will be much more smoother in these areas. So if we simply again click on this particular end node on the other side and then simply drag it like so, then you can see that the transition of other areas will also be much more smoother, revealing the green background that was there inside of this image. So I'll simply decrease it like so. And this is also one way to make the edges much more smoother if the edge is harsher inside of our hue range selection. So the other way of doing it is by using this particular icon. So if I simply click on this particular icon, you can see that right now it is showing us the axis view, and we can tweak things inside of this axis view to make the edges of our hue selection much more smoother. And there are different standard profiles or presets of the curves that we can select. So if we click on this particular curves, you can see that it is making the transition of the selection smoother in this particular portion. And we can simply select other presets as well that would impact the transition in other areas, and we can select other preset as well according to our need. So the next option here we have is linear. So this simply makes our curves line straight. So if we simply check this option, right now you cannot see that it is being straight because there are many nodes here. So let us select another preset that is much more curvy. Now, if we check this option, you'll now see that every line will be straight, which is linear. So I'll simply uncheck the linear option for now. And similar to this particular option, to make our edges much more smoother, we can also use the other icon in order to make our edges much more smoother in the other end of our hue range selection. So for this as well, you can see it is the same thing. However, the transition will be happening in other areas of our hue range selection. So we can select different preset here like so. And if you want, then you can also make your curves linear by checking this linear option. However, in comparison to the linear option, curves will basically make things much more smoother in terms of transition. So I'll simply leave it as it is for now and simply click outside of this box in order to get rid of it. Similarly, we do have other options like invert output. So if we check the invert output option, now it simply selects the background instead of our subject, which is the bird. So now I'll simply uncheck the invert output option again in order to make selection of our bird or parrot. And likewise, we can also adjust the hue range blur radius. So if we simply click here and then increase the hue range blur radius option, this simply adds up blurriness or fuzziness to our hue range mask. So you can use this whenever you want to add a transition from your hue selection inside of your hue range mask. So in simple words, it simply makes our transition of the edges much more smoother. So if I uncheck the preview, you can see that our background has a certain depth of field. So in order to adjust with that, I'll simply turn on the preview option and then add a little bit of blur radius to the edges to make the transition much more smoother with that of the background for our subject. So I'll add the value to somewhere at maybe 1.5 pixels for now in order to add a bit of smoothness in terms of transition on the edges of our hue range mask. So now I'll simply uncheck the preview option, and after we are satisfied, we can close the live hue range mask box in order to apply these settings. And the final thing is we can also adjust the opacity as per we like in order to control the effect of curves adjustment layer. So I'll set the opacity value to 100% as it is for now, and then close the hue range mask box, which would further apply the settings that we have applied for it in terms of hue range mask. Now, if I open the curves adjustment layer box like so, and then tweak the brightness, you can see that it is applying our curves effect only to the plumes of the subject, which is the parrot. And that is because we have added a hue range mask which restricts the curves effect only to the plumes of our subject. So I'll simply get rid of this node for now inside of the curves box, and then I want to add a bit of contrast in terms of brightness and shadows. So in order to do that, I'll add a node right here and then increase it like so. And then again, I'll add another node down below and then again decrease it like so a bit in order to add that contrast. So I'll simply adjust these particular nodes in this particular areas like so. And I think it is looking a much more in comparison to how it was before. So I'll simply close down the curves box now. And this is the before and this is the after. Now it is looking much more better. Now the next thing is, in order to adjust the intensity of our curves adjustment effect, we can simply turn on the Hue Range Mask box. And from the Hue Range Mask box, we can also adjust the opacity value in order to control the intensity of our curves effect like so. So I can set the value to 72% and then close the Live Hue Range Mask box. So this is how you can use the Hue Range Mask feature inside of Affinity. And if you have prior experience with using Photoshop, then this particular mask is similar to the color range selection feature inside of Photoshop. So I personally was looking for this option before in Affinity, since this is one of the feature that mostly comes in handy in most of our composition works. So if you find this video helpful, please click on the like button, and for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video.